Packers fans, this is the Packer Mentality Podcast. I am Patrick Corrigan, your host. Whether you are new to the channel or you've joined me before, welcome and thank you so much for being here. As usual, before we get going, please help me build this channel and take a minute to subscribe and follow me on social media at Packer Mentality. As a reminder, my podcast can be found where all podcasts are found. It could be Spotify, iTunes, iHeart, you name it. If it's not there, please leave a message. Drop me a communication either on social media or in the comments below, and I'll make sure it's where you need to find it. The Packers will be in Denver on Sunday to take on the Broncos. Both teams are looking to get their seasons back on track. The Packers have been up and down and are sitting at 2-3. While the Broncos have really struggled and come into Sunday's game at 1-5. So how does Green Bay win this game? Mentioned it in my episode on Monday. Go back and listen to it. When they're on offense, are they finally going to be healthy? Could this be the week where we finally see Jordan Love get his full complement of weapons? By that, I'm talking about Aaron Jones and Christian Watson, who have missed a lot of time so far this season. Jones was listed as limited on the injury report, but in videos that I've seen posted on social media, he's looking pretty spry. Looks like he's moving very well. Christian Watson, not listed at all on the injury report. I'm taking that to mean that he is 100% and hopefully full speed for Sunday. Offensive line, which was banged up going into the Raiders game. 2 weeks to rest and should be a lot healthier this week. This running game absolutely needs to have Aaron Jones and that offensive line working together, working at 100%. The run blocking needs to be better. Give Aaron Jones a chance to get going. Passing game needs to get some consistency. We need great pass protection. We need the receivers, the running backs, the tight ends, all on the same page, running the correct routes, running them the way they're supposed to be run. And hopefully Jordan Love will finally have a full set of weapons. He'll have Christian Watson. He'll have Aaron Jones, Luke Musgrave, Romeo Doubs, all those guys. All the rest of the wide receivers and tight ends, I believe, are healthy and should be available. And I mentioned it in my last episode. Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur needs to find a way to get these guys the ball in spots where they can make plays, not catching the ball and getting tackled right away. Jordan Love actually mentioned it when talking to the media on Wednesday. Basically that same thing, that he's got to get the ball to these guys in areas where they can use their, great athletic ability to make a play. This Broncos defense is right for the Packers to have a big game. They are not good. Basically, the only guy you're going to recognize is Patrick Surtain, one of their cornerbacks. He's one of the best in the league. They don't have any big name pass rushing threats. They have some guys that can rush the passer, but this offensive line should be able to handle them. This Broncos defense has gotten thrown all over in 4 of their games. Patrick Mahomes, Tua, and Justin Fields all threw for over 300 yards, and Sam Howell for the Commanders threw for 299. Only Jimmy Garoppolo and Zach Wilson didn't throw all over them. When the Packers are on defense, health is definitely a concern. Quay Walker was injured against the Raiders. He's been limited. Devontae Wyatt also been limited. Eric Stokes hasn't been activated, hoping this might be the week he makes his return. If not, it'll be next week. But his return this week could be key because Jair Alexander, who had been suffering the back injury, looked like that was behind him because he was off the injury report for the first few days of this week. But on Wednesday, he's back on the injury report with the back injury. Not looking good for him. This Broncos offense has basically feasted on some bad defenses and padded their stats on bad defenses. That's They had big games against the Bears and the Commanders. Those are, well, Packers fans know that the Bears have a terrible defense, and the Commanders are right there with them down at the bottom of the league. Russell Wilson, if you give him time or you don't contain him, he can be a problem. He likes to run if given the opportunity. Packers defensive ends need to be aware and keep him in the pocket. Broncos run game could be a problem. They have been able to run the ball when they focus on it, but they haven't focused on it because they've been behind so much so far this season. So the Packers defense still needs to be aware of the run game. This is a game that I feel like the Packers should win. I will be back Sunday night with my gut reaction, and I'm hoping it will be a positive one. Until then, Packers fans, have a great weekend. Enjoy the game, and go Pack Go.